Their own race.
Coming in at quite a pace here. There's no way he's going to let them go. They were... Flag is raised and they're off for the Martin Pipe Conditional Jockeys. Handicap hurdle on the inside. Mel Munro is right up there. So too as they go over flight number 1 is Waterford Whispers. They're all safely over the first, and having been very keen to the start, Shared was slowly away and is now the back marker in the early stages. Angel's Breath also towards the rear, and so too is Sonagino has already crossed over flight number 2, at which Stuzzachini wasn't that fluent, and Shared also a little slow at the back of the field. The early leader now is O'Castle Day Mott as they begin to make the run down the hill on a long run now towards flight number 3. O'Castle Day Mott has tanked his way into the lead. He's pulling hard and he leads now by a couple of lengths. Giving chase is Mel Munro racing on the inside of Waterford Whispers. They are in second and third places. Then Kay de Bourbon, and on that one's outside is Answer to Cafe. After Answer to Cafe is No Ordinary Joe as they make the turn in. Russian Ruler is racing towards the wide outside. Ticking towards the inside is Hollow Games. He's been hunted up by What's Up Darling as they come towards the next. 515 is also towards the inside, just on the tail of Sequestered. A mistake there by Magic Tricks in midfield. Angel's Breath is still last but one, and Shared is still the back marker. Up the home straight they come for the first time, and it's O'Castle Day Mott taking a keen hold in the green. On the inside, Mel Munro, and those are the first two, with Waterford Whispers racing in third, also racing keenly. Kay de Bourbon is next, racing in fourth. On the inside in fifth is Hollow Games. In sixth on the outside is Answer to Cafe, who's racing alongside No Ordinary Joe. Then JJ Riley. On the inside, Sequestered alongside What's Up Darling. Next towards the outside is Better Days Ahead. He's alongside Russian Ruler. And after Russian Ruler is Jason the Militant. Then towards the outside is Yates Star as they prepare to rise at the flight, which will be the last in a circuit's time. And Waterford Whispers came through to take the lead. Hitting that flight pretty hard was Yates Star. So it's Mike O'Connor and Waterford Whispers who've now pulled their way into the lead over O'Castle Day Mott, who races in second position. Towards the inside, Mel Munro is in third. Answer to Cafe out wide is in fourth. Between them, No Ordinary Joe is in fifth position. Kay de Bourbon is racing in sixth place. He's then being followed towards the inside by Hollow Games as now they begin to make the run down the back straight. Still struggling at the back of the field is Shared, who is detached from the main body of the field by about 3 lengths. Sonagino and Angel's Breath are also towards the rear, and so too is Bingu, who's towards the outside. Stuzzachini is plenty more in front than behind, and so too 515 as they go over the first flight taken down the back straight, at which Hollow Games was slow and was ridden away from that flight. O'Castle Day Mott towards the outside now has the lead. Towards the inner, Waterford Whispers is racing in second. Waterford Whispers in fact just touched down in front over that particular flight of hurdles, at which Bingu, who is outpaced and now drops the tail of the field, was awkward and made a slight mistake. O'Castle Day Mott on the outside of Waterford Whispers, who were the first two as they crossed over the third flight taken on the far side. No Ordinary Joe jumped in third and he's going well. Answer to Cafe on the outside is in fourth, and then Better Days Ahead is creeping closer against the rail. He's now in about fifth position, followed by JJ Riley and Russian Ruler around the outside. Then Kay de Bourbon. On the inside, Mel Munro has lost a good handy position. Sequestered is next. Then 515, who begins to improve. On the outside is Yates Star, and then Angel's Breath, who's been ridden along, and after those a slow jump towards the centre by Jason the Militant. Towards the outside, Sonagino is beginning to pass one or two. Tailing off now at the back of the field is Hollow Games. Also Jason the Militant is beginning to tail off, and right at the back of the main body of the field as well is Stuzzachini. So they're beginning to make the run down the hill. They've got less than 3/4 of a mile to go in the Martin Pipe Conditional Jockeys Handicap hurdle, and the leader is Waterford Whispers. On the inside of O'Castle Day Mott in second. Really travelling well in third is No Ordinary Joe in the hands of Aidan Kelly, as now they face up towards the final half mile and the second last flight of hurdles. Towards the outside is Answer to Cafe, who still has every chance. Kay de Bourbon is going well. Russian Ruler is on the heels, the leading group. JJ Riley towards the wide outside. Sticking to the inner is Better Days Ahead, and then after those came What's Up Darling. Mel Munro was pulled up before the second last. Angel's Breath was also pulled up before the second from home. They're making the turn in, still well over a quarter of a mile to go. Waterford Whispers is the first in line, now challenged towards the outside by K de Bourbon. Into third position now, but being driven is No Ordinary Joe. Towards the near side, Answer to Cave is still there, staying on Better Days Ahead towards the far side. O'Castle Day Mott is next, and then What's Up Darling, and the others now are all tailed off as they race down towards the final flight. Waterford Whispers and Mike O'Connor have the lead towards the far side. Better Days Ahead and Danny Gilligan on the near side. K de Bourbon and Michael O'Sullivan over in fourth was Answer to Cave. Now they're on the run in with a furlong to go. The leader, Waterford Whispers, taken on now and passed by Better Days Ahead. Better Days Ahead goes on by a length. The Martin Pipe will go to Better Days Ahead. In second came Waterford Whispers, tight third between the rallying Answer to Cave and on the near side K de Bourbon.
It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 for Ireland in the final race of the week. Better Days Ahead wins the Martin Pipe Conditional Jockeys for Danny Gilligan and Gordon Elliott. The strong travelling Waterford Whispers has finished second for Henry de Bromhead. Willie Mullins is third with K de Bourbon and Michael O'Sullivan. And Answer to Cave, John Shinnick for Terence O'Brien, rounding out the placings. A success for a really, really tough staying horse. Gordon Elliott has 3 for the week, and Tom is waiting for us.
Yeah, Gordon alongside me, well done. You look like you really enjoyed that.
I absolutely got his biggest kick out of that, and I was only winner this week. To win the Martin Pipe race, first of all, you know, he's my idol in life. And Noel and Valerie Moore and Effective Stud, they're sponsoring my yard. They're one of my biggest supporters. I'm very, very good friends with them. The sponsor Mead Football, they're massive people for sport in Mead, and get to have their first Cheltenham winners is unbelievable. As I said, what to do for the yard is just unbelievable.
Their first Cheltenham winner.
It's the first Cheltenham winner, but like no people deserve it more. Like, they're putting so much money into the game, and what to do, like, for me and for Mead Football and for everyone. I'm absolutely delighted. Yeah.
You know, I could tell your reaction to that. We were stood right by you. There was a bit more on that than just the race, the Martin Pipe, the owners, etc.
There was, to be honest. As I said, they're so good to me, and I've been trying to get them a Cheltenham winner. We're hitting the crossbar, but they're really going to enjoy this. They're brilliant people.
Now tell me about the future of this horse. Not immediate necessarily. What sort of horse is he going to develop into?
Look, he's a big chaser. We minded him for this race. He had a good run in Navan there a few months ago, and we said we'd come straight here for us. So absolutely delighted.
Just sum up this meeting for you.
Listen, I had 3 winners, I think 17 or 18 placed horses, so yeah. I can't complain.
And including an excellent training performance for you to get the second in the Gold Cup to a career best, no doubt about that.
Yeah, look, he's a good horse, and it's only his first time out, first season out in novice company, so I wouldn't really look forward to it.
I know you've got plenty in this to go and talk to. Well done.
Thanks. Cheers. Thanks.
Delights for Gordon Elliott in the race, named for his mentor Martin Pipe, who taught him so much about training racehorses, and didn't he teach him well? A first success for Noel and Valerie Moore, and as Gordon was saying, a debut festival success for Danny Gilligan, who rode Pied Piper to finish third in the county hurdle earlier, and he looks a proper prospect as well as the horse, Jane.
Yes, on the day that Sam Ewing laid down his gauntlet, this guy was licking paint down the inside behind Waterford Whispers. He saved every inch of ground. Answer to Cave, O'Castle de Mott, and in the centre of the Jigginstown colours, K de Bourbon. They've all run stormers, but this guy's played a patient card. It did look like Mike O'Connor held all the aces, but this guy has worn them down.
Just for a brief moment, it looks as though Nicky Henderson might have something to cheer about. Whitecap, No Ordinary Joe. He backed out of things. His other horse, Russian Ruler, didn't run terribly, at least to sort of finish the race. But it's a complete domination for Ireland here in this final race, and lots of horses with lots of promise. And it's always worth remembering some of the horses who've won this race, none more so than a certain Galopin des Champs at 8-1, by the way.
Yeah, and you look at the recent roll call. Banbridge won it 2 years ago. Oroka, I know he hasn't quite gone on just yet, but he's had an interrupted season, so it's always a strong race, and it's novices again to the fore, so you've kind of got that strength in depth to it as well as a piece of form. I think Better Days Ahead looks a real stayer, doesn't he? He's been suited by the race, just developing up the hill, and the ground conditions getting very soft, and he's outstayed them in the end. Really big run from Answer to Cave as well in fourth, but all of those 4 on the screen there that have hit the money and rewarded each way support, they're all really good prospects, aren't they, for